afternoon, Bio Nation. Welcome back. I hope you are enjoying your day so far. My name is Matt Williamson, and you are watching Marietta College Esports. So, we've had quite a few matches so far today, but we're not done yet. We have now our Overwatch 2 team as they'll be playing against Defiance College. We're getting some things set up in the lobby, so hopefully we'll be starting very soon. So while we're waiting, let's go over a couple things. First and foremost, who is playing for our Overwatch match today? So, we've been able to make a couple of adjustments to our roster to add a couple people to help. But we have Austin Amash are playing. If you remember him, he's on our Rainbow Six team last semester. So he has agreed to help with our volunteer team. So he'll be playing as XDU Died. Also playing today, we'll have freshman Jeffrey Dolby, Portal Runner. We'll have junior Bailey Matheny, Argo. We'll have our captain, freshman Corey McFan, C4 Gamer. And freshman Eric Schneeg, Juggernaut. And then, of course, we have our head coach, Derek Games, or Games Grump. But yeah, so this is going to be Overwatch 2 in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. And so we're just waiting to get things set up in the lobby, and then we'll be good to go. So while we're waiting, let's go over a couple of announcements. If you've been watching the matches all day, I'm going to repeat those, but that's okay. I'm going to do it anyway. So first, we want to give a shout out to HyperX for being the official peripheral sponsor for Marietta College Esports. They have helped provide our facility with HyperX keyboards, mice, headsets, mouse pads, microphones. We love them. I actually got my own HyperX headset because I enjoyed it so much. But if you would like to get your own HyperX gear, you can go to hyperx.gg/MariettaES. The QR code is up on your screen, so you can go there and check out any deals that they have on gaming peripherals. Also, we want to give a shout out to Over the Moon Pizza for their support. So on Tuesdays, they have Marietta College nights where Marietta College students can go and get a discount on food and drinks. They'll have a switch up where they can play games. They'll air our matches on our Twitch channel. So that's on Tuesday evenings on Front Street in Marietta. So definitely go check them out. Also, we've been saying all day that our BSN team shop is now available at bsnteamsports.com/shop/TPVZCKGEKY, and there's a QR code up on your screen for that. But they have all sorts of Marietta Esports apparel. They have shirts, long sleeve and short sleeves, pants and shorts, backpacks, jackets. I know they got a couple toboggans. It's been really cold lately. I know last year I got a toboggan and it's been really useful for this winter weather. You can get jackets and hoodies, and you get your own Marietta Esports jersey. This is the only place that you can get it. You will not be able to get it anywhere else. So definitely check it out and see all sorts of stuff that you can buy. And a portion of each item sold goes back to the esports program. So this is a great fundraiser opportunity for us. This store will only be available until Thursday, February 9th. So if you're watching this YouTube, you might be running out of time. So I would suggest checking this out sooner than later. But yeah, bsnteamsports.com/shop/TPVCCKGEKY. And there's a QR code up. And you can, if you can't find the link, it's also up on our social media channels as well. So we have a variety of ways to check that out. Also, we're always looking for students for our esports program. So we have varsity titles in Fortnite, League of Legends, Overwatch 2, Rainbow Six Siege, Rocket League, Super Smash Brothers, and Valorant. So we have our esports facility here at the Gathering Place. We have several coaches, especially for a few of our teams. We provide support for our players, and there are scholarships available for high school seniors and college transfers. So you can get all that at linktr.ee/Marietta Esports. It has links to our social media channels. It has the tryout form information. But also, speaking of tryouts, we will have some tryouts on February 11th and 18th. It's a 3-step process. You fill out our recruitment inquiry form at bit.ly/MC-recruit. You go to schedule our scholarship tryout at bit.ly/MC Esport tryout. and then join our Discord server at bit.ly/PioDiscord. The tryout on the 11th is in person. It's in conjunction with our winter open house, so if you plan to come to that, you can try out in person while you're here. The tryouts on the 18th will be online through our Discord server. If you have any questions about the process, you're more than welcome to reach out to me or to our head coach, Derek Games. All right, it looks like the ready checks are coming in, so we will be starting this match soon. Looks like it's going to be Lijon Tower first in this best of 5. The first map is always going to be Control. Marietta was the home team, so I believe they were able to choose the map. And it looks like Marietta is ready, so we're just waiting to see if Defiance is ready. So as soon as they're ready, we will get things underway. So I think we're just checking to make sure that everything is good. And it looks like Defiance is ready. So we should be starting any second. In fact, here we go.
Now arriving at Lijiang Tower.
Let's go ahead and update the opponent information right there. There we go. To say Defiance College. But, all right, yes, Marietta will be in the blue side. And we'll have to see what the composition is. I know Marietta's been trying out a couple of different compositions of like who's going to be playing what. It looks like Juggernaut will be the tank. DPS will be Portal Runner and You Died. And supports will be Argo and C4 Gamer. Looks like we lost the music a little bit, but the game audio is still present. I can hear the ambience. Sometimes that happens in Spectre. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting the music back. I think we're good, folks.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Round 1.
All right.
Capture the objective.
So Marietta will be heading over, and it looks like they're all going to be converging on this side here. We're seeing the Reinhardt come. C4 Gamer gets taken out by the Reinhardt very early on. Looks like Defiance is going with a pharmacy composition. Reinhardt's going to be charging and gets slept and is at about half health. They are trying to take down that shield, but Mercy is keeping him alive. Junkrat gets very low and does go down, but Portal Runner's also falling, so DPS are trading left and right. So it's just been a lot of contention going here. Just trading left and right here. You Die does take down the Mercy, but You Die also does go down. So far, no one has captured the point yet, but Defiance is trying to contest it. It is 3v1. Juggernaut keeping himself alive very well. But Portal Runner is going to take down the Reinhardt, and this might be the opportunity that Marietta needs. But Farah's in the back, like a 3K by Portal Runner on the Cassidy. And Marietta will capture the point first. It took a little bit, but Marietta is able to capture it. And it looks like Defiance is going to make a couple of changes, bringing out Kiriko for support. Trying to do a lot of damage onto that Farah as well. But we'll get healed back up by the Mercy. Reinhardt's shield's already losing a bit of health. And they're trying to break that shield. And the shield is down. And they do get the sleep off of, I think it was on the Bastion. But Portal Runner does get a huge pick onto the Farah, but does get rezzed by Ivy. And we're going to see Valkyrie coming out for Ivy. And this may be Defiance's opportunity to push forward. There comes the Shattered. It does take down 2. It does kill Juggernaut, but will get slept in the process. And C4 Gamer on Lucio is trying to disrupt the backline, but he's going to get taken down. And it looks like Maria's going to fall back and allow Defiance to take it. They do get the point to 48%. So now we're seeing Marietta is going to be looking to try to make a play here. And we do see Juggernaut does have the ultimate ready. Well, Portal Runner does also have Deadeye, so we'll see if he's going to try to pop that. Try to put some damage onto that Bastion in the back line. Kiriko's ult is going to be coming out. Portal Runner takes a good amount of damage, is going to fall back. Deadeye's going to be coming out, but gets blocked by the Reinhardt shield, and Defiance is going to hold that Reinhardt so low on health. But there's not able to get the picks. And we are seeing that Defiance did win the team fight with that Kiriko ult. So now they're going to take the lead on the control point. So Marietta's going to have to regroup. They do have 2 ultimates ready. So they have the beat and they have Tactical Visor. We're seeing, and it's looking like Argo. It looks like CGI was going to try to flank from behind, but gets caught and picked off. So that's not going to work very well for the Pioneers. We do see the beat comes out by C4 Gamer, and Immortality Field comes out. We see Argo did swap over to Baptiste, and they're able to drive off Defiance and capture the point. Defiance does get it to 77%. Now we are seeing that Defiance does have their 2 DPS ults ready to go, and Shatter is just about online. Marietta doesn't quite have anything ready near close by, but we'll see if they can build up their ult charge quickly. But I think they're going to need to hold the point for the remainder of this round. We're going to take it. Argo does get a huge pick onto the Pharah. We see the barrier has been lost for Reinhardt. Gonna have to rebuild that back up. And Baptiste is gonna be, Bastion's bring out the ultimate. Great defensive play there by Juggernaut to stay there. And a good spear to try to boop him off. And does get the boop, a double kill with the boop. So that is huge for Marietta. Great play there by Juggernaut. And looks like they're going to try to prevent the flank, and Marietta will secure the first round. That was a great play there by Juggernaut on the Orisa, just booping off the Reinhardt and the Bastion. I think that secured the round. And Pharah never had a chance to use her ultimate. A great pick there by Argo to deny that opportunity.
Forgive us for what we did in Hanamura.
Alright, so it is the second round, so we'll see how Marietta does here. Looks like we're seeing a few changes by Defiance. It looks like they're going to be bringing out Orisa, bringing out Junkrat. And we're seeing that Udai is going to bring out Symmetra. He's going to try to use those turrets to see if we can get some extra damage out. I know when I play this game, if you do not take care of those Symmetra sentry turrets, it can cause a lot of problems. But we're seeing that Marietta's trying to keep that space onto the point, and they're going to start capturing it. Can they keep Defiance off? And they almost got, not quite. Now they'll secure the point. Porter Runner does get the kill onto Junkrat. Yeah, trying to get some picks. Gets a little bit low on health. Bring in the teleport. They're trying to flank from behind. There's got to be careful with that. Does get punished for that flank. Argo getting some damage. Porter Runner does take down the Orisa and is going to get C4 Gamer healed back up. And we do see a couple ults ready to go for Marietta. Deadeye is ready. Porter Runner does get the pick onto the Pharah. Well, Juggernaut just keeping that front line. Throws the spear, doesn't quite connect. They got the point to 40%. And looks like Ramantra is going to be brought up, but those sentry turrets dealing a lot of damage to him, and that spear will help finish him off. So Marietta is holding. They have, that window did come out by Argo to help secure the kill, but they do have 3 ultimates ready, almost a 4th. And we're going to see the Defiance has 3 ultimates ready to go. But they're trying to keep this pressure on, trying to buy as much space as possible. They're going to use that teleport to kind of flank. And the wheel's going to come out, and so will the beat. And the wheel only takes down the Immortality Field. Great reaction here by Argo to keep the team alive. But we're seeing kills going left and right. And You Died is taking a lot of damage from the backside, but he will end up going down. C4 Gamers trying to keep everyone up. Points at 96%. He's going to try to keep that contested. Does get it to 99%. Porter Runner does get a pick off. Still has Deadeye in his back pocket. And we're going to see the barrier coming out. And the Ramantra ult is coming out as well. Great pick there by Porter Runner. Deadeye's coming out, looking to try to catch anyone. And gets the pick onto the Ramantra. And Mortimer goes down. Mary's going to push Defiance off. And they will take the first game. So a great game. Play of the game is going to go to a Juggernaut as a risk. It has to be the double boot. Gotta watch this. Look at that. Using that spear, bumping off the Reinhardt and Bastion, which definitely secured that game. So Marietta will take game 1 of this best of 5 series. Actually, it should be best of 5. So let me update that to make sure it's best of 5. There we go. Yeah, it's a best of 5. But yeah, very well done. So now Defiance will be picking the map. Marietta will get to pick the side. It looks like Defiance is going to go with King's Row for game 2. So then Marietta will choose whether they want to start on offense or defense. So we'll just get things set up and then we'll get back to it. But yeah, overall, there were a couple parts that were a little dicey. I can see they were trying to go for a couple of plays. Some that worked very well, some maybe not so much. But overall, it seemed like they were communicating very well with prioritizing targets, making sure they're on the same page. So definitely seeing an improvement from last week on the matches. Because last week it seemed like the communication wasn't quite there. But all right, seems like rating checks are coming out. King's Row has been set up, so I'm just gonna make sure that the overlays are good to go. Looks like Marietta will be on defense first, which makes sense because if you can get a good stop while on defense, then it just makes it easier while you're on offense. So we'll just see it if Defiance is ready, and as soon as they are, then we will get things underway. So we're just kind of waiting here, just chilling out. But okay, there we go. Now Defiance is saying that they are ready, so we should be starting any second. And here we go, folks. So
Now entering King's Row.
there you go. I didn't even have to say it. We're entering King's Row.
Initiating match.
All right. So let's see how Marietta will do on defense. I have to say, I think Juggernaut has been getting very comfortable playing tank. Last semester, he played support as Moira, and he did very well as the Moira, but we're really starting to see him opening up as that tank role, being that front liner and making those plays. And it looks like he's going to stick with the Orisa. Porter is going to be bringing out Genji. He loves playing the Genji. Played that a lot last year. So we're going to see some playmakers with it. You Died is going to be bringing out the Sojourn. It seems like Argo is going to bring out Kiriko. And C4 Gamer will be using Mercy instead of Lucio this time. Meanwhile, we're going to see a pretty similar comp from Defiance. Looks like we're going to see pretty much the same composition from the first round of Legion Tower, except Spargle on the Hanzo instead of the Pharah. And I think Ophius was on Ana in the first game. I can't remember for sure though. I think so. But, all right, so let's see if Marietta can hold here. So I think we're gonna keep a close eye on Portal Runner on the Genji. So trying to use that Reinhardt shift with everyone, trying to deflect the attacks. You see some damage going out. Baptiste is getting low, and Portal Runner will take him down. But they're trying to make a play from behind, trying to take out the Ana. And Udai will finish off the Ana, and Genji will get away. So a great blast there onto the Reinhardt. Not down, but it's going to force him to fall back. Bastion takes a lot of damage. You're seeing Argo behind the back lines trying to keep everyone up. Udai does take down the Bastion. And C4 Gamer being able to swap between when it's safe to do damage, when it's safe to heal, and trying to boost that damage. And with Reinhardt down, that is go mode for Marietta to push Defiance back to their spawn point. Tries to use the spear, doesn't take off, but Bastion does get taken out. Corner runner with the 3K. Pioneers are playing very well so far on defense. And we're going to see Defiance maybe trying to change up some things. The reason that Bastion isn't doing a whole lot of good. So let's see how the Fyra goes. And Sparno actually bringing out the Junkrat too. Hanzo isn't working either. So trying to throw out those grenades to see if he can try to do some extra damage. And C4 Gamer taking a huge hit there. Almost gets taken out, but will stay alive. You see the Arista ult is ready to go if needed to. Throws out the spear. I think it could, I couldn't tell. But we're seeing Marietta just keeping that pressure on Defiance, not even letting him pass this bus. We're seeing the net. Yeah, we're seeing Udai bringing out the ultimate, trying to take down this Ryan shield. And get the pick onto the Ana. Has to fall back though. And the Kiriko ult is going to be coming out. Let's see if that plays a role, although it does get taken down. And Portal Runner just throwing out all those ninja stars. Minute 37 still remains in the round, and Marietta's been doing a really good job keeping Defiance off the point. And there's the shatter, and Genji from behind is going to be using that Dragon Blade. Takes down the Ana, looking for more, trying to connect with the fire, doesn't quite get it. So unfortunately only able to get one, but C4 Gamer will get the res onto Juggernaut, but Core Runner does take down the fire. And a huge play there by C4 Gamer. Takes out the Junkrat, although it does take down Udai. 1 minute remains. We've seen Portal Runner gonna take down the Mercy. Fyra still kind of up there. The Marietta using ultimates left and right and doing a very good job of holding Defiance. Juggernaut's gonna be pressing forward. Goes at the spear, doesn't quite connect. Now 30 seconds to remain. C4 Gamer trying to keep everyone alive. But a lot of damage is going left and right. And we need to watch Portal Runner because I think he's going to try to make a play. Juggernaut does take down the Orisa, and this is Marietta's opportunity to move forward. C4 Gamer is looking for the opportunity to pop his ultimate at 91% and gets a huge dash onto Junkrat, and Ana goes down and has his blade ready. So we're seeing Valkyrie coming out, takes down quite a bit of damage. Overtime is now in play. So can Marietta make the plays they need to? Rista ult comes out, but it does take down the immortality field. And everyone's just popping so many ult. There's the blade coming out for Portal Runner, but does get taken out. The Orisa ult's going to be coming out and takes down C4 Gamer. Riptire is going to be coming out. And Defiance is actually holding on, gets the team kill. And it looks like that they're going to be able to capture this point. So Marietta was able to hold, but when it got to overtime, Defiance was able to pop the ultimates and keep extending this map. And that's the one thing about overtime. It does favor the team that's on offense because it takes longer for the defense to spawn. So Marietta's got to be careful. Will the momentum now shift in Defiance's favor because they are starting to move the payload? So Marietta needs to try to find an opportunity for a stop. They had to pop all their ultimates, and the Fyra does have their ultimate ready to go, but gets taken out by Argo. A great sleep to finish him off. Immortality field does go down. And Marietta is trying to keep Defiance off the payload. And we do see that window coming out for Defiance, trying to use this opportunity to do some damage. Argo does get taken down in the process. We're seeing Udai gets taken down. They are getting picked up from behind. And we're seeing the ultimate coming out, and a huge kill there by Juggernaut, but now it's just kind of going back and forth. But I think Marietta gets the team kill. Yep, there's the gong. They do win that team fight. So that's going to give them a chance to regroup onto the payload. Meanwhile, Defiance is going to have to reset. Now Marietta will fall back. Less than a minute to go. Immortality Field comes out, and Marietta's just going to fall back. Just give a little bit of space. We do see 4 ultimates ready to go for Defiance, and popping several ults, but no picks just yet. Banana's going to be coming out for You Died. Takes down 1, takes down 2, 3K. Looking for 4. Gets the 4K. And Poor Runner finishes off the last, and another team kill for the Pioneers. That was an insane tactical visor for You Died. He's just basically going around going, you died, you died, you died, and you died. So now less than 10 seconds to go. Rip Tire is coming out for Junkrat. Bear's going to fall back just a little bit. So they just got to win one more team fight. Can they do it? You Died and Argo do go down. But Porter Runner does get 1 kill. Apparently did swap over to Cassie. I didn't even notice that. The Juggernaut's taking a lot of damage. The Pharaoh does get resurrected by Ivy. Porter Runner does get another pick onto the Ivy though. You're seeing Cassidy does get blown up. Rez is going to be coming out to get Porter Runner back up and running. Window's going to be coming out for Defiance. You see You Died trying to deal some damage, but has to fall back a little bit. Still in overtime, by the way. The Porter Runner's ultimate is just about on. You Died does take down the Immortality Field. Deadeye is available. And Juggernaut just about has his ult ready, but still has to get into position. The sleep does come out. And a huge pick there by Portal Runner. This might be the opportunity that Marietta is looking for. And a huge pick there by Juggernaut as well, but ults are being exchanged left and right. And Marietta is going to hold, preventing Defiance from getting to the second checkpoint.
Score 0-1. Switching sides.
So now Marietta has to get the payload to this spot in order to take the map. So I mean, they've been winning very well while they're on defense. So we'll see if they can win some team fights on offense to move that payload. And if they can do it early, then that would give them some time to get the payload over here. But all right, so we're gonna head back and now see how Marietta will do on offense. The win condition is set for this map. So let's see what Marietta go with. Argo looks like to be bringing out the Ana again. Porter Runner maybe looking for the early pick play with the Widowmaker. You Died going to be bringing out the Cassidy. And it's looking like Defiance is going to bring out the Sigma for tank instead of Reinhardt or Orisa. Alright, so the round is about to begin.
1. Attackers incoming. Defend objective A.
Porter Runner does get that early pick onto the Pharah and will switch to the Genji. Although Ivy will use the res to bring Pharah back up. They're going to try to take down the Immortality Field. They're already taking a lot of damage, but Genji looking in to try to flank from behind. They're looking, trying to take out the Mercy, but does get taken down. But the flank did not quite work as planned. They're saying You Die does get hit by Sigma stun. The Forerunner does get resurrected. So Forerunner looking to try to make a play. Gonna maybe looking for another flank from behind. And will force the Baptiste off the platform. Well, actually, he's still there. Udai does take down, but Forerunner will take down the Baptiste. And a great kill there onto Ivy before the resurrection went off, but the Riptire is going to be able to take down a couple, but Juggernaut will get resurrected. Udai will take down Fire, and Marietta will start capturing this first point. Defiance may be looking to contest it, but I think Marietta's going to capture it before Defiance can get there. And Marietta will secure this, so they got 4 minutes and 55 seconds to get the payload over to near that next checkpoint. Marietta's already working on trying to get that space. We see that Juggernaut already has the ultimate ready to go. Window's going to be coming out for Defiance, so Marietta just needs to use their natural cover to just let it run out the clock. They don't need to fight Defiance while that window is up. Now that window is down, so Defiance did not get a whole lot of value from that. Forerunner does get a pick onto the Immortality field, looking to get a flank from behind. And Aris is going to be ultimate. Is going to get Nano, going to try to use the ultimate, but does get 2 down with that. And we do see that Defiance swapped over to the Mei, but also goes down. Juggernaut's looking to try to finish off the DPS, but it's going to have to fall back, getting very low on health. Saban's going to be bringing out the ultimate. And Forerunner was trying to take him down, doesn't quite get it, and Marietta is dropping 1 by 1. The Forerunner is going to use that blade to take down 2. Now he's trying to take down Sigma in a 1v1. Not really a 1v1 anymore, though, but does finish him off. Gets 2. Gets 3. Oh my goodness, Forerunner is on fire, folks. And Barry is just going to keep escorting the payload right to his spot. That might be enough to secure the map. But we'll see. Valkyrie's coming out for C4 Gamer. Forerunner taking down. And there you have it. Marietta will take King's Road 2-1. So a great job there. Play of the game, this time it's on Sparkle as Junkrat for Defiance. It was not the 3K by Forerunner. So let's take a look at this. Just a great pick there. This was during that overtime. Bringing out that Riptire and taking care of several. And that was enough to keep Defiance alive in that round, but it was not enough. And Marietta will secure the second map. So they are 1 map away from getting their first win in the GLEC. So now Defiance will get to choose the map. It should be Escort. And we'll see what Marietta wants to do for the side. So we're just waiting on that. But yeah, overall, they were holding very well while they were on defense. The problem was it's just that overtime advantage that Defiance had. And being able to utilize their ultimates, getting the picks they needed to extend it. But Marietta doing a great job on offense, just being able to continue pushing and never really having to fall back. They were just able to get the picks, keep pressing forward, and just some insane plays there. Juggernaut getting a couple kills with the Nano ultimate combo. Portal Runner getting the 3K. We saw some good picks from Udai as well, and Argo being able to get a couple picks. But yeah, the team was just playing very well together. And it looks like Defiance is going to go with Route 66. So now we're just going to see what the sides will be. I'm going to guess Marietta will go for defense again, just because it does give you that advantage. So you kind of know what that win condition is. Marietta is saying they're ready, so they are going to start on defense. And Defiance is ready, so we should be starting any second now. Any second now. I'm just kind of looking here. Okay, here we go.
Traveling to Route 66.
So here we go, folks. This is match point for the Pioneers. And I would tell you that the GLEC can be very competitive. Like, from previous seasons, especially in Overwatch, it is highly competitive. There's some very good Overwatch teams in the GLEC. So getting some wins here is very helpful, especially when it comes to qualifying for the playoffs, because every game does matter. So you have to make it into, I think it's for Overwatch, you got to make it to the top 8 to qualify. So Marietta is definitely going to want to try to get as many wins as they can, because they will be going up against some really good teams. Like last week they went up against Lords, and you saw how good Lords is. So we're going to see Marietta going to bring out a similar composition before, although Udine is going to be bringing out the Echo. So definitely trying to change things up a little bit.
5, 4,
But we'll see how they do against Defiance. It seems like Defiance is going to go with a similar composition to what they've had previously, bringing out the Orisa. And Udine does get taken out very early on, but will get resurrected, but C4 Gamer gets taken out after rezzing Udine. So Marietta's down a healer. They're going to have to fall back a little bit. Still trying to put some pressure. Portal Runner have to fall back, very low on health. So we're seeing Udine trying to get some damage onto the Pharaoh, not having a whole lot of luck. Trying to use that beam and really focusing a lot of attention on the fire there. Meanwhile, Argo trying to just keep everyone alive with the Ana. C4 Gamer does swap to the Lucio after dying on the Mercy, trying to get some extra healing output. So Marietta's doing a pretty good job contesting. We got less than 3 minutes to go in the round. We see May gets taken down by Portal Runner. And Marietta's doing a pretty good job pushing Defiance back. So, yeah, they're just kind of holding here. We see Argo already has Nano ready to go whenever needed. And Juggernaut also has his ultimate. Gets a spear off onto the Orisa. Portal Runner does take down the Pharah, and the Dragon Blade is ready. And we're seeing a bunch of ultimates being popped. See Juggernaut's taking down the Mei. And Mei did use her ultimate, but it did not work. And now we're seeing Orisa popping her ult for Defiance, but Marietta's going to be able to take her down. So Marietta's holding less than 2 minutes to go, and they still have their 2 DPS ults. Nano was used. I couldn't tell who was used on. But so far, Marietta's holding very well defensively. And if they can hold this is going to go very well when they swap to offense. Reducing Pharah is probably looking to make an ultimate. Nano is coming out for Pharah. Gonna pop the Justice for into above, but not gonna get anything. The Dragon Blade is coming out for a Portal Runner. Takes down 2. Looking to find more, but already burns up Dragon Blade. But takes down several behind with the help of Udine. Actually, it was Udine using the Pharah ult and taking down 2. A huge play there by Udine. So well executed by the Pioneers. So now a minute remains and they're holding strong. Now it doesn't look like anyone has any ult ready. Argo's one of the closest to have an ultimate ready to go, but it's only at 67%. So I don't know if anyone's going to have any ults up before we get to overtime, but we'll see. Juggernaut's at 70%. And we're going to see here some swaps coming out. Orpheus from Defiance does swap over to the Reaper. Juggernaut taking a lot of damage, has to fall back. Let's see, Portal Runner trying to take a pick. And we're seeing a change between Juggernaut and Orpheus going down. Immortality Field comes out for Defiance. And Nano's coming out for Portal Runner just in time, taking out several. Udine getting a couple of kills himself. Trying to take down this Orisa with 10 seconds left in the round, and does take down the Orisa. and they're going to take down this Reaper, and I think that's going to be the round. And Marietta holds very well in this round, and that's going to put him in a huge position because Defiance did not get the payload very far.
Switching sides.
Yeah, the payload's it's just right here. That's it. That's as far as it made it. So if Marietta can get the payload to this spot, so like all it's going to take is winning one team fight, and that might be enough to secure not just this map, but the match. This is match point for the Pioneers, everyone. If you think that Marietta can get the 3-0 win, let's see that hype in the chat, folks. I can already hear the hype from the room. They are hyped. They're like, let's go. So chat, come on, give them your energy. Victory is right here. That's all they gotta do. They get to this spot right here, they will win the series. So can they do it? They are bringing out some new stuff here. Looks like Udai is gonna be bringing out the Ashe. But Portal Runner is gonna be stick with the Genji. Argo gonna be bringing out the Moira. It looks like they are gonna go for an in-your-face composition. They are definitely going for a dive because they want to get to that point as fast as possible. Meanwhile, we see Defiance bringing out things like the Sigma. They're bringing out the Reaper, bringing out Lucio, and they're just going to wait right at that point. But here we go, folks. Can Marietta get the picks they need? Juggernaut's going to stay on the Orisa. And we're going to see Reaper looking to flank from behind. But Argo's going to catch it. They're going to try to keep everyone alive. They're going to use the payload as cover to try to move forward. Portal Runner does get taken down on as the Widowmaker. So did swap over to that Widowmaker, but doesn't get the pick looking for. See Orisa trying to push forward. Argo takes down the Lucius. That's one healer down. And the payload's already so close. And just trading kills left and right. C4 Gamer gets the pick onto the Bastion, but the payload is just a few meters away. Portal Runner with a huge 2K. And that is going to be it. Marietta will take down Defiance 3-0. It is the first win for the semester, for the season. Play the game will go to Portal Runner on the Genji. Let's take a look at this again with the Dragon Blade, taking out one from behind. And two. And I think this is also where Echo brought out the took down a third, and Udai was able to take out the remaining two. So with that, Marietta wins the series 3-0. Congratulations to the Overwatch team. I know they've been waiting a very long time for this victory, but it's just playing so well in today's matchup. All right, so here's what we're gonna do. It is customary that whenever we win a match that we do interview one of the players. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break, and we're going to talk to one of the players on the team and try to get their take on it. And then we'll be back in just a few minutes. So don't go away. We'll be back for an interview. All right, and welcome back. Let me do one thing real quick, though. We're going to let's add the final score. There we go. All right, so you guys may recognize this guy from earlier today, but in case they don't know who you are, introduce yourself to
I
everyone
am
that you-
Corey McFan. I'm captain of the Overwatch team.
All right. And what role did you play?
I played support. I was mainly Lucio Mercy
Okay.
throughout that game.
So, first of all, congratulations on your first victory for the semester in the Great Lakes Esports Conference. How does that feel?
It feels really good. After not being on the team for so long, and 2 years for this moment, and the first win of the season.
Yeah, because
Feels great.
Yeah, because I know, like in the past couple of years, I mean, the competition for Overwatch in the JLEC is very competitive. You probably remember like some of the struggles the team has had against some of the top schools.
Yeah, it's been a real struggle for Overwatch for all the teams really, but it feels so good to win today.
So, what do you think were the factors that helped you guys win this game?
Our communication, for sure, the top notch today. 100% communication was the number one factor.
Okay. Yeah, I know we've talked before about how like communication is a very big aspect, and especially in all esports, but even something like Overwatch, making sure that everyone's keeping an eye on like who's the target is, ult status, and so forth. But
Yeah.
now we did notice, and kind of mentioned it a little bit in the stream, but you picked up a new player with Austin, or you died. So how was adding him to the team affect the?
There was no hiccup when he came onto the team. He just came in, jumped right in, and he just fit right into the team. It was just a really smooth transition. We didn't really have a whole lot of because I knew him previously from R6 and like just talking to him in general. So we were really already acquainted with him. So he just joined on and just played.
Okay. So let's talk about Kings Row, because you guys were overall, like, you were doing very well when you were on defense, but it seemed like you were struggling a little bit at that overtime moment when Defiance was able to take the point. So what do you think happened there?
Yeah, that was just something where they may have popped a couple ults or gotten a pick or two, and just we weren't ready for it, and they just were able to take the sight off of that. So it was really well played on their part to take that point, but we were still able to take it in the end, so that's all that matters.
Yeah, so you guys had some really good plays there. I mean, like with Juggernaut using like getting the 2K boop on Legion Tower in that first round, Portal Runner on Genji getting insane like 2Ks and 3Ks. We even seen you died and getting a couple of really good picks. And actually, guys, going back to, let's talk about this in the stream a little bit. Let's go back to Juggernaut for a second, because he made Moira last semester, but now you're having him play tank this semester.
Yeah, I discovered that just looking through everybody's stats and everything at the beginning of the season, I discovered that he was Platin Tank, which was higher than his support. So it just made sense to switch me and him, because I was originally going to play tank. So it just made sense to switch me and him so we could have the higher ranks on those roles. And he's doing a phenomenal job on tank. In fact, on that last defense for Route 66, he canceled 3 ults in one round. 3 ults. He ate the male, and then he speared the Pharah ult, who was also nanoed, so they got no value out of those.
I
ults.
saw it started to use it, but then didn't get the full value of that.
Yeah, he just canceling ults left, right, and center.
Okay, well, congratulations, but you can't rest yet because you still have another match with the Highland Northern. So, what's the plan going to be to go against that matchup?
About the same, really. And at that point, like, they are like really high ranked, so there is going to be a little bit of a rank differential, but just try our best at this point, and if we can take a map or two off of them, I'd be happy with that.
Okay. All right. So, anything you would like to say to everyone who's watching?
Just stay tuned and maybe witness a few more wins from Marietta.
Yeah. So, what we'll try to do, I don't know if we'll be able to stream the Highland Northern match just because we have the League of Legends match. But what we'll do is we'll keep the stream up for a little bit to see if we can get a few things set up. But we'll play by ear. So what we'll do for everyone is we'll go to break, and we'll try to see if we can get the match up and then swap over to the League of Legends. We might have to do a couple things, because the way our OBS is set up is to swap the League of Legends. We will have to take the stream down to make it work. So I think what we're going to try for you guys is we'll stream the Ohio Northern match as much as we can. But if we get close to the League of Legends match, we'll have to do a quick swap for League of Legends.
All right.
But yeah, congratulations again for the win. Guess probably should go get ready to get prepped for the Ohio Northern match.
Yeah, take a break, get hydrated and all that.
But all right, so thank you again for watching. Congratulations to the Overwatch team with their win against Defiance. So what we'll do is we'll take another break, see if we can get some things set up for the Ohio Northern match, and then depending on how that goes, then we'll have to swap over to League of Legends. But shout outs again to HyperX for their support, Over the Moon Pizza. Please be sure to follow us on all of our social media channels. And we'll be back in about a half hour or so to see what we can do about the Ohio Northern match. So we'll be back in half hour.